Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we will go on with our course, our lessons, our episodes on the different practice methods. So to make really good use out of our practice time and to really work in an efficient way so that we really have also the feeling that the time we sit there and practice is really well spent, and that gives us a kind of a confidence where we actually enjoy also this whole thing of progressing, because we can really trust in the process. So this is lesson 5, and most of these lessons I actually got these concepts, these ideas from a book, which is actually a free PDF. You can just download that in the internet, and it's from Chuan C, Chang, and it's called like Fundamentals of Piano Practice, and I can really recommend that. And in this book, it's very he has a kind of a very clear method, and he really explains why certain things are so important and what are the dangers, and that sometimes like these intuitive ideas about practicing what seems to be right or working sometimes is really not working, or is working really counter productive, you can say. So I can really recommend that, and I take that book actually as a kind of structure here also, discussing like single topics. The thing with the book is that these single topics, like what we are talking today, is like hands separate. That these are like in this PDF, they are really spread over the whole book in a way. Maybe it's different with a new version of the book. I'm not sure. I studied an old one, I think. So this idea here is really to concentrate, to focus on just one aspect and really get this cleared. Yeah. So that you later on you can put all these different methods together and really tackle like any problem, like mostly like technical issues, of course, like speed or whatever, that you can really tackle that, and you can really in a way always how do you say yeah, make new combinations of these different methods, and to modify that, to really go into that certain problem area there. So that's the idea. So you have like it's like a toolkit, yeah. And then you have a certain problem showing up, and you think, oh wow, that's difficult. I don't know. I try my best, but I don't know how to really learn that. And then you can just go to your toolkit and find the right tools for that, because you really know how these things work. And yeah. Okay, so and there's also a PDF down in the description below. You can download a PDF for this lesson, and because like a lot of stuff which you find in that PDF, I really got from that book, and sometimes I also like whole paragraphs. I just in a way copied and pasted them, because I think like this how he writes that it was so inspiring for me, and so like it really helped me a lot with certain like practice things of certain things which seem to be really difficult for me. So that I thought, why alter that? Of course, it's really like summarized, and there are like additional informations. It's adapted for guitar, and I mean, I changed quite a lot, so it's not just a copy and pasting. But like most of the stuff comes really from that book, so the PDF down in the description below is also free, because of the PDF, the book is free. So just download that to have a kind of a reference, and then at the end of all these lessons, you can just put them together, and that's your toolkit, and you can also take notes there and everything. So I think it's a good idea to download that. All right, so hand separate. That's actually it will be a kind of a short lesson, I think, today. That's also something what I think like usually it's not that necessary because this book is like really for piano practice, and there of course you deal like with really separate things at the same time, like both hands they play they do in a way the same thing but differently, whereas with playing like guitar, or like where you use one hand for a certain thing, and but you also need the plectrum. You need both hands in a way to make one tone. It's the same with saxophone or these instruments, where also the hands have different roles. like as a guitarist, the hands have definitely different roles. That's really about coordination. So as much as possible, try to practice with both hands together. I would really say, but of course there is of course one thing just in general. It makes sense to practice each hand separately, also to get a clearer idea, clearer picture of what you actually are doing. You know, for example, sometimes I have students, and when I ask them how they actually which movements they use when playing with the right hand with a plectrum, what are they actually doing, and very often they don't know. They have to check it out themselves, and then they explain it in a way, but I see like a lot of different things actually happening, and maybe sometimes they think they do a certain movement, but actually the movement comes from somewhere else, of the arm or whatever. So I think this idea of just checking like one hand and really looking for that makes really sense to get more clear about things, just in general. Yeah, that's a more general thing. So if you practice something, from time to time to just check your right hand. What is the right hand doing? And especially with some things like changing strings, and there you can actually see a lot of stuff happening, and you might also see things which you don't like so much. So maybe alone that kind of shift of attention, and maybe just playing the thing only what like a melody or like a chord or whatever, and just don't play that with your left hand, only with your right hand. Try to do the same thing and note. Then you really notice things. You notice things, and you can then also maybe correct stuff or make it better or whatever. The same with the left hand. Of course, there are also a lot of techniques which just involve the left hand in a way, like hammer on, pull off, slides, and everything. So I think we are quite busy with the left hand anyway. But the thing is, when there's really like a problem arising, like mostly like this kind of a speed thing. It's mostly it's mostly you can't play something at a certain speed, or you can in a way do it, but it's really like a lot of straining, or it really doesn't sound good. It's you play too hard, and it's hard to get that musical, and so then it can be a real good idea to just practice hand separate. So that you just do with your left hand, you just do the movements which you have to do, and to try to really only focus on them. Just leave out your right hand. Send it for a walk, and just check your left hand and try to play the thing what seems to be really difficult. Just practice your left hand. Yeah. then also do that with a right hand. Yeah, check. That's mostly like more easy because your right hand is more the hand which sometimes just plays anyway without the left hand. Yeah, with some like maybe like I mean like open strings, or you have a certain chord and you play a lot of stuff with your right hand to get like a certain like skipping pattern, picking pattern with a plectrum, whatever, right? Or yeah. So the right hand is producing sound. So in a way, it's more natural to just practice with your right hand, and yeah. So do that. Take this fragment which gives you trouble, and check your right hand. And the idea is to, when you separate the hands, then you reduce the difficulty. Yeah, you just reduce it to one hand, and you can really then just practice that one hand, and really can check that you're doing everything right. Your focus is only on one hand, and you try to even reach a level, a speed which is above the actual speed which is needed, because you just reduce the difficulty. So you should in a way try to even get more speed happening. Yeah, and these exercises, of course, they work very great for like hammer on, pull off, for example. These techniques, slides, of course, and extremely well for like right hand. Yeah, to get the right hand playing more quick, or doing some pick slanting stuff, and changing string, alternate picking, and string skipping, and everything. So yeah, so to really reduce the whole thing to just one hand. So you simplify the whole problem in a way, and you detect it also more easily, and then you just practice them and try to get it above, if possible, above the speed, above the final speed, what is needed. And so you separate the hands to reduce the difficulty, to reduce the problem, or to make the problem, to put that, to cut it in smaller parts. Yeah, now you have two things only to deal with, like separately. And then, of course, the next thing would be really the coordination. Yeah. That's, of course, that's the most tricky thing. And the thing is, it's always like, if one hand is slower than the other, your coordination will suffer. But coordination itself is like an art. Yeah, it's like this idea of having this connection between your left and right side, like brain, that they really interact and really work well together. Yeah, that everything works well together. So guitar playing has a lot to do with of course, with coordination. It's almost always about coordination. So you have to really work on coordination. But you have to make sure that the hands separately are able to play at a certain speed, which is needed when you have that coordination going. Yeah. Sometimes we always put the hands together and we try to achieve something, and we can't do it, and we actually do not really know why. In a way, it feels it's a coordination thing. But then when we do like hand separate, this kind of awareness exercise and exercising these hands separate, we actually detect the problem, and we can really go just for that, to really solve that problem, that one hand, that one movement of one string to the next. Yeah, or that kind of a jump which we have to do with the left hand, or some like hammer on thing to get one note not too soft. For example, when you do like hammer on or pull off, that one note is always kind of hidden. So you just can concentrate on that, and later on, you know, okay, my hands separately, they work. They even work better than needed at the end. And then you really know that you solved maybe certain problems, and then you can only deal. I mean, you can only practice and go for coordination, because then if you can't really play that quick, then like at final speed, then yeah, you can use this idea. Hands separately should be quicker than hands together, because hands together also another thing like coordination, this task is added. So we try to think a little bit like that, that the parts by themselves separately should work even better than they actually have to function when the coordination of these two parts comes into play. So then we really work on coordination. We also can really trust this practice, that it's really about coordination when we still have difficulties. And it's only the task is only to bring the hands together. So just in general, the idea is to simplify the problem, to detect the weak hand, so to speak, and then to just concentrate on coordination. And so we have a really clear picture about the whole thing. We are not stumbling in a way. We just always think, oh, we played and it's not going faster, and we do not really know. We can only try, in a way. No, you can really actually then really take this kind of practice method, and that can really make a huge difference also how quick you actually will solve that problem. Because sometimes it's really just about this one hand and about this kind of a certain motion you have to concentrate on, and then you really practice on that, just one hand, and then it can be then actually go much quicker, and then you find out like, oh, okay, the coordination then really works, because you are able to do that with both hands separately. So the technique in a way is there. It's just about coordination, and this can be then can be sometimes a real easy task, or just coming by itself in a way. All right, so that's it. It's a kind of a short lesson, I would say, comparison to the other lessons here sometimes on Guitar Academia. I think it's clear. I hope it's clear. If not, please, if there's confusion, problems, or questions, just the comment field is ready for your message. And if you like those lessons here on Guitar Academia, please also don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. Then you also get notifications when a new video will be released, and this is the case every week. And also you can support my work here on this channel. Just follow the link down in the description below to my website, hildenbrand.com, the Guitar Academia page there. There's a button where you can donate. So this would be really cool, really great. I would really appreciate that if you want to get more involved and value this channel, of course. Would make me really happy. All right, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. My name is Hildenbrand.